It's a joy. It feels good to witness all the things that I've actually spoken to my son since he's been a baby. This thing's been spoken of, and it's like what we'd always lived. This is I don't even want to use the word dream came true, because at the end of the day, it was shown to us. This is where we would be. So at this time, he at the right time in the right place of his life as far as his boxing career. I'm excited. I'm joyful. I'm happy that they have accomplished all the things they've accomplished in their life as far as boxing, and they have a lot more they look forward to doing.
Were you a fighter in your life? What led you to put your boys in the gym?
Well, I fought at one time in my life too, and as far as boxing wise, I've always made sure that they was going to do what I didn't do. They was going to accomplish the things that I was unable to accomplish. And they've proven that. They've done that.
When was the time when you woke up and said, "Oh my God, we got something"?
Keep asking me about Crawford. I'm going to have to put pops on you.
Tell me about it. Was there a time in your life when you looked up and said, "Oh my God, my boys can both fight"? This is crazy.
Well, they was doing this coming out of the womb, so as far as knowing them, they both can fight. I would say as early on as 5, 6, 7 years old, when I used to put them out. When I was actually trying to fight at the time, training and working and putting in my work, and we would get out in front of the projects, and we had a bunch of little kids around the project. So I said, "Hey, y'all ready to start practicing on your art?" And that's what we did. I put them in front of other kids so they could get different looks, and these things that we did in the back rooms and in our closet, that I called the closet at the time, and sitting in the living room and working on technique. I was more of a technique type fighter, so I focused on, sticking with the jab, sticking with a straight right, making sure your foot is in the right place when you're stepping. And that's what we did when they were 5 or 6 years old, go outside and practice with other little kids. We would call it practice. We constantly worked on our art, and that's what he did, and he stuck to it. And that's the end results of it.
So you was the first lion.
Pair of technicians.
Say it again?
So you was the first lion.
I am the lion. I'm the alpha.
All right, Paul, don't tell him no more. Don't tell him no more. Don't tell him no. He's goddamn right. He's the first lion.
You like your brother's chances? Are the Canelo fight still a big fight for him? Do you like his chances a little bit more?
If he can get it, I will accept it as it comes. We don't know. It's not something that we just got our fingers crossed for. You got to keep moving in boxing. You know what I'm saying? And that's the thing about it. So a lot of people gonna say this and say that, but as long as my brother keeps stepping above all of that and keep fighting, I don't care who you fight, just fight. You know what I'm saying?
Based off the Bivol performance, do you like what you see there? Something your brother can expose at 168 maybe, or?
And my brother, honestly, I hate to say it, it commit a little bit of more training with DJ, and get to the Guzman and just get a little bit more clutch. I think he got a super good chance.
Yeah.
Bonnie Shields is great, but it just, you hear from the same person for so long, it kind of you need a little bit more extra to develop your skills, and I think that's all. I think my brother, that's all he's missing.
Mel, can you clarify your Louisiana roots? A lot of people from the group, they got a lot of love for you. Can you talk about that?
Raised, that's home for us. All my family grew up, everything. Louisiana is where it's at for us. You know what I'm saying? My pops and his mom and dad and my grandpa and all my auntie, everybody is from Louisiana. And so everybody was, back and forth from Texas to Louisiana. So that's why our roots at Lafayette, Louisiana, Opelousas, Grand Coteau, Church Point, the Henrys, the Plumballs, the Charlos, that's us.
I'm just going to reiterate what I just heard Mel say. One of the things I always used to tell him when we were younger, and as he was younger, and moving out through boxing, was that we're not ever going to chase behind anybody. We're going to fight anybody that steps in the ring, no matter who they are, no matter what they have accomplished. We're going to fight anybody. We're going to face
Marlon at 160, and it's not looking good over there.
But we just going to keep moving forward.
He got to, fuck with 160 and 168. And then you'll catch a fish. Sometimes on that boat, you got to sit there. Yeah. You'll get a big shark one day.
And they don't have to always use bait to catch.
When did you realize your boys were special? Like when you first seen them fight, when did you realize, okay, they different?
Well, I tell you, when I really knew they was different from a lot of other kids was that their dedication and their heart to learning the craft. when they were younger. I'm saying we because we was all together part of it. So when we were younger, and I feel like I grew up with them in boxing at the same time, teaching them things that I was taught, the things that I've learned from other great fighters. I had the opportunity to come up in a gym of era with nothing but greatness, world champions. I've been exposed to nothing but greatness, so I exposed that to them. And I added that and said that because what you asked, and what you just asked is how they were developed into where they are today. So when I first noticed it, first saw it, is when I had identical twin sons crawling and walking around the house at the same time. And from there, they were always in challenging one another. So when I saw them always wrestling and fighting amongst each other forwards, with play fighting and putting on boxing gloves on their own and sitting there and mimicking each other in front of each other like this in the ring, well, I call it in the ring, but in the living room was the ring. And they would go back and forth all day. This was an all-day thing. This is something they woke up to and went to sleep to. So as they got older,